Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a video all about what are you manifesting. So this is going to be the next abundant energy that's coming towards you, what you can expect, and something just to look forward to. And we're going to look into specific areas. We're going to see your love life, your career, and all that jazz. We're going to look into basically all the things. So let's get started with your reading today. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I'm not going to put any crystals on the groups because I'm not really feeling it today. We're just going to be doing intuitive messages. So let's get started. Starting for group number 1. Also, if you want to pause the video, please feel free to, if you want more time. Timestamps are down below in the description box and in the comment section, and also my private reading rates are also down below, along with my crystal shop. So if you want to have a look at those, then that's all down below. So let's have a look and see what are you manifesting, and let's go. Starting with group number 1. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So what is the main thing that you're manifesting at the moment? We have Mercury. So this is the Virgo energy, communication, knowledge, information, and curiosity. So we have this beautiful card here, which is really, really gorgeous. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys. Let's have a look and see what else are you manifesting. So we're going to start off with the Astro Soul deck. So many of you guys asked me what this deck is, and it's the Astro Soul. Ooh, okay, guys. Let's see what your future holds for you today. So let's move these stars out over here a little bit. Oh, I didn't realise we were so wonky here. Little stars waiting for a star to fall. okay, so we have the House of Taurus, which is beautiful, second house. We have Libra. Aries. Oh, okay, so we have basically all the aspects here. I'm feeling like there is love and career and general all in this one spread. So we'll just kind of see what wants to come out for you guys. So in terms of your energy right now, I feel like you're really going through some big, gigantic, thick changes. Like it feels like really thick substance of energy. This feels like you're really leaning into your own personal power. And it feels extremely powerful. I feel like a lot of you guys are leaning towards the internet for inspiration on something. I feel like you guys are kind of focused towards like some sort of goal in terms of like your career, and just feels like inspiration. I feel like a lot of you guys are going more into creativity. So this feels really, really positive. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of abundance if you work online, if you have any kind of online connections. A lot of you guys, I'm picking up that even if you're not too confident with online things, if you're not too well versed in technology, you will have a sort of understanding quite soon of how to work your own business or work your own career. So your career could literally be, doesn't have to be your own business, it could even be in something like retail. But what you're doing outside of that work is something to do with technology. You're really bringing in the aspect of technology. The Aquarius also could indicate that you are around an Aquarius. It could be you're bringing in that Aquarian energy of like feeling more comfortable with listening to people who are different than you, kind of wondering about different energies, kind of focused on different people who aren't normally people you would normally attract. I do feel like there's a lot of kind of new energy coming in. I feel like there's a lot of new people who want to get your attention, and I also feel like it's bringing you towards your life purpose, which is really, really, really beautiful. Okay, so we have a lot of information here. The main one I'm feeling is these two guys here. So we have the two zodiac signs of Venus. So we have Taurus Venus and we have Libra Venus. As you can see, like we have both the Venus signs there, if you can just about see them. So this is kind of showing me that you guys are really working on your relationships right now. You're kind of working on getting balance, realizing like what is it that you value in a relationship. Venus is all about relationships. So I feel like the main kind of energy for you is what you're kind of bringing in, what you're attracting is a lot of kind of substance in connections. I feel like you're working on getting that bulk that you are desiring. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're feeling very isolated and alone. And there's definitely this energy of like, okay, where do I fit in my connections? How do I get what I want out of it? Especially if you're an empath. It's going to be really, really hard for you to actually manifest a connection that feels right for you if you're not satisfied with yourself, okay? So I do feel like in terms of love, sorry guys, need to burp. In terms of love, I feel like you're going to attract a lot of good connections in your life when you start to become more satisfied with what you're actually putting into your life. So say if you are somebody who is somebody who always thinks about everyone else, and I think you can be quite detrimental to your own kind of power, especially if you don't think good about yourself. I feel like you guys are really learning to think better about yourself, and it's actually attracting more people into your life. This Uranus is really powerful. I do feel like because it's in the reverse, there's a massive change that's going on, but it's taking longer than what you expected, especially in career. This Mars with the Aries energy is showing me that you are really stepping forward into things that you want to do instead of just waiting for it to happen. If you get any kind of inspiration, I think you should go for it like straight away. So especially if you're very creative and you kind of get inspiration just randomly, use that creativity as soon as it comes into your life, because there's definitely something there that needs to be helped. So basically, if you have a life purpose to help, if you have a life purpose of being empathic, kind, there's definitely a purpose for you in this life to use it, but you have to get started as soon as that connection of your download comes in, because I just feel like there's a delay. It's almost like, no, I don't think I should do it, or maybe I'm not worthy and things like that, but you are. It's just basically there's a lot of insecurity around, possibly from childhood, or there's something around Gemini energy I'm picking up, that like if you are Gemini ruled or Virgo ruled, there's a massive sense of like disempowerment, like everything you feel is very much like, oh, I'm not good enough and things like that. It could be that you have Aries, Libra, Virgo, Gemini or Taurus in your chart, and that's kind of there's something about this energy that's preventing you from moving forward, in terms of like there's something about your own power that you're not giving yourself enough credit for. And I feel like this Mars energy it just feels really, really good. It feels like part of you is getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, and I think that's a really powerful thing, especially with Libra, because Libra can really suffer in like conflict and things like that. And Libra and Aries are literally opposite signs. They are sister signs, because Aries is the first house and Libra is the seventh. So because we have these opposite signs, there's definitely this energy of like, I want to move forward but I can't. It's kind of this energy of like, how much do I put into my connections, how much do I give back to myself? And the Mercury energy is really lovely, because I think you're getting really clear on your boundaries. And also I feel like the more you talk about your problems and your issues, anything you have going on, the better you will feel about yourself. The more comfortable you'll feel, the more just more clearer you'll feel. I think you need an outlet. I think you need somewhere where you can really clear out something. And it feels like a lot of crying would go on if you were actually allow yourself to talk about it. And I think that's actually a really powerful thing, because we just literally like put crying off to just, make other people feel comfortable, and you have to let these things out. Crying is completely normal, even though it's uncomfortable. It is literally a purging, it's literally a cleansing. It's like having a shower or a bath. It's so normal, but it's not normalized, which is why our society is so confused and messed up basically. Okay, so let's get you some general cards, and then we're gonna have a look into the tarot, and we'll see what else wants to come through for you, my lovelies. So we have the Whale card of tenderness. Exactly, that makes so much effing sense. Wow, that is beautiful. And then we have graceful transformation. There we go. So I feel like that's a massive, massive confirmation for you guys to just really be so gentle with yourself, especially if you guys are Mercury ruled. Your mind is going to be so powerful. And also something I've realized as well recently is your mind is much quicker than your emotions. So you will most likely think about something more than you'll actually feel it. So something that's really, really important is to work on taking one step at a time and basically just filling up your cup as much as possible, like doing things that really make you feel comfortable. So if you can basically take some time off, if you can give yourself good food, if you can basically just rest or do something that nurtures your soul, like dancing or singing. There's something about just taking one step at a time. Even though this possible manifestation hasn't come in yet, I really feel like you're on the way there. And the main manifestation I'm feeling for you guys is you're going to feel much, much clearer, and it's going to allow some more opportunities to come towards you. And clarity is so underrated. Like if we feel clear, we are so much more able to cope with more things. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to manifest a lovely group of people. I do feel you could manifest some lovely Libra and Aries people. They don't have to be that. They could be Mars or Mercury ruled as well. So it could be Gemini as well, or Virgo. these people are very, very empathic, and they're very balanced, and they take your priority into consideration as well, like what you desire. They also listen to what you desire as well. It's not just about them. So I think this is a sort of person that's just going to really help you. It could be 1 to 3 people you're going to be manifesting, and you're going to manifest them because you're basically in a state of stuckness at the moment, and you're here because you're working on yourself. This will pass, and you'll start to meet more people, is what I'm feeling. So I feel like around next October that you're going to be really like in a lot of harvesting. You're going to be in harvest phase, like literally, like as the seasons, you know, harvest season is pretty much around September, October, which is where, you know, you harvest the pumpkins and the veg. So I do feel like by the time October comes around, or you're in October, you will find that something is going to, I'm seeing just something shifting like this. It's almost like I'm seeing people literally moving a house, like literally pushing a house. So it's like, even though that sounds like you can't do it, you know, you are able to do it. Obviously, you can't literally move a house. But what I'm feeling is the movement of the house is like your safety is going to move with you. So instead of you feeling like everything is tied to you, so, you know, I have to have that will make me feel safe, that will make me feel safe. It's like you no longer have ties to really anything apart from yourself, which is so powerful. And that's literally going against the system, which is amazing. So this is what I'm saying, guys. You're definitely coming into some new pathways. You have this new open-ended energy. Consider whether you're happy on your current path as well. If there's something you're not happy with, really try to slow it down and figure out, what am I actually doing this for? What am I actually getting out of this situation that I'm in? Because sometimes if we're not comfortable in a situation, we can't always realise what the actual issue is, okay? Alrighty, so I want to pull you some tarot, but I also want to just pull you some of these cards first, and then we're going to pull you some tarot and see what else is there for you, my lovelies, and see what else you're manifesting in your life. So we have the card of revenge, we have impulsiveness, which is that Aries energy again. Oops, we have secrets, interesting. And we have charity underneath the deck, riches. So what I'm feeling for a lot of you guys is there may be some sort of insecurity around money. There may be you're kind of suffering with money. You might be feeling like you have to be a certain way to gain money. You may have to do a certain job to earn money, which isn't you. The main thing I'm feeling is that you actually have a lot more choice than what you think you do in your career. There's a lot more opportunities than what you think you do. I think it's just taking that one step forward and trying to let go of that fear that comes with money. So if you can manifest, you know, if you can manifest this kind of energy, it is possible, is what I'm feeling. It is possible to manifest this kind of energy. It just basically takes time. And I feel as if you're not happy in your career right now, try not to put so much pressure on yourself of what you're not doing, and realise that if you are not happy, something is telling you that you're not ready to stay here, you're ready to move on. Okay, so I feel as if there's definitely something that's brewing up from the surface. So in terms of other energies that are here, I feel like there's a lot of needing to move on. There's this kind of like, I have to do this, I have to do this for this person, I have to do it for this person. And there's a massive like, basically just burning yourself out. So this is basically for all of you guys in terms of love, career and everything. There's a massive burnout energy. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're kind of being expected to be this person that you aren't anymore. You're moving on from your old self, and it's scaring a lot of people, because people will get scared, because especially if they've had a hold on you, it's going to scare them, and it's none of their business at the end of the day. If you are moving forward and you're feeling much better, it's nothing to do with those people, and never feel guilty about changing. I also feel some of you guys are feeling quite revengeful. There might be some shame or some resentment. There might be some fear coming up. Really kind of cut some ties with people would really, really help. And also doing some forgiveness, like trying to forgive, just saying like, I forgive you, thank you. Also saying the Hawaiian quote of thank you and I love you is a really lovely one. Yeah, it's the long version of long version of it is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you and I love you. There's a massive like, ugh, this person did this to me and this person did that to me. At the end of the day, it's not their business, it's not your business anymore. You know, if you can move forward releasing this energy, that's so fucking powerful. It just takes some time, okay guys? So really try to take one step at a time. Okay, let's get you some tarot, my lovelies. I'm sorry this reading is very scattered. I just feel the kind of need to just go into lots of different energies all at once. So I'm sorry if this is like really, really confusing for you guys, but I feel like I'm just going wherever my intuition is taking me. So sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. Some of you guys are going to have a barbecue soon with someone or a group of people. I just see you at a barbecue meeting some people, even if it's really cold. I just see you meeting some people, so that's really interesting. This is so interesting. Oh my god, this is like, a lot of you guys have Taurus in your chart and it's kind of ruling you at the moment. Oh, this is, whoa, okay. This is absolute tea. This is like massive amounts of tea. Ooh, okay. Interesting. This is so like Venus. This is such a Venus thing. Whoa, we got a lot of love here. We've got a lot of energies around love. I just want to get one more card here. Thank you. Okay. Underneath, Knight of Cups, upright. This is nice. Actually, I think this is in the reverse. Yeah, okay. So I feel like this is you not accepting any mediocre behaviour anymore. Behaviour that's just like, ugh, it's not giving you anything. So we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Lovers, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups. Why is my card so wonky? I'm looking at the viewfinder and they just keep going very wonky. We have the Nine of Wands, the, which one's next? Ace of Wands. We then have the Strength and we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands here. I feel like a lot of you guys are literally letting go of a partnership, just to be blunt. Some of you guys are really realising that this person who's around you, or this person, or people who have been around you just really are not up for it anymore. They're not up to your standards because you've moved on. I think a lot of you guys have been connected to people that are really stubborn and rubbish, and you're now being drawn to people that are much more empathic. Those people are definitely on their way to you, I feel. You're kind of vibrating very high. A lot of people can't really handle that because, you know, there's a lot of low vibrations on this planet and you're going to attract some really, really lovely people. Basically, if you're feeling, I feel like a lot of you guys are in this phase. I think this is kind of the past. This is where you're at right now. I think you have moved forward. You've made a step forward. And I feel like you're in a hermit mode right now. Don't be afraid to just sit there because it's something that's meant to be. I feel like with the Strength card, this is about you embracing your strength, really leaning into your strength and realizing you're doing a fucking amazing job. You know, even if it's not where you want to be right now, you're definitely taking one step at a time, which is exactly what you need to do. I think if you do everything all at once and you burn yourself out, you're not going to get anywhere. You just take one step at a time. And remember to take time off. I really feel like you guys need to take some time off because when you do, you're going to be so much more motivated. I think a lot of you guys literally just need to take some 10 minutes to yourself to meditate every day for a little bit because I feel like there's this need to give you more space so you can see something much more clearer, and there's definitely a new opportunity coming towards you that's going to make you very happy. It's going to really sustain your Mars sign and your rising. It's going to really give you this like masculine boost, whether it be someone intimate coming into your life, it could be something to do with finances. It feels like something really personal. And it feels like something, it's just basically forward movement that you've needed for a very, very long time. So while you've kind of been in hermit mode or feeling really kind of like very quiet, all of this has been going on. And there's definitely a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. The universe is basically placing someone in your life very soon, but they're not ready to come in yet. That's why you've basically been feeling possibly quite alone or confused. And you're ready to move forward soon, and I'm hearing I'm very proud of you, so that's amazing. You've also got Archangel Michael on your side. You've got a lot of Mercury energy, so you might be really, really overthinking at the moment. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Private reading rates are down below along with my crystal shop. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. Let's see what you guys are manifesting. So we have Leo. So I'm going to concentrate on love and career as well. We're going to see if any of those messages want to come in too. So Leo, creativity, creative as fuck. So Leo is a very, 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 very powerful energy. This is very, very much about your heart chakra and your sacral chakra. I'm hearing your heart and your sacral need to have a chat. I feel like there's a massive need for you to have connection. This kind of reminds me of a horse. I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting some freedom, and I feel as if there's definitely something you're reaching for at the moment. I'm picking up children. Some of you guys want to get pregnant. You may be pregnant at the moment. You may want a child. And pick up a lot of you guys want to have children at some point in your life, and you're kind of feeling that lack of connection. And that's definitely going to be coming towards you. I feel like I want all 4 of these, or 3 of these. Okay. So we have the 4th house of Cancer, Virgo, Saturn, Venus, and last quarter, transition, letting go, forgiveness and adaptation. I want to get 2 more. We have the waning crescent, surrender, restore, reflection, intuition and stillness. South node. Oh, okay. This is a lot. Underneath, Capricorn. Right. A lot of you guys are coming out of rigid resentment in relationships. There's a lot of rigidness that comes with Capricorn. There can be a sense of control that also comes with Capricorn too. It feels very, I'm hearing the word muted. Something is being put on mute, and it's almost like, yeah, it feels like you're choosing to put it on mute, I feel. Let's move that deck out of the way. So I feel as if with this Capricorn energy, it's definitely about who and what you're caring for. So Capricorn is opposite Cancer, Capricorn being in the 10th house and Cancer being in the 4th house. So with this energy, I feel like you guys have definitely witnessed connections that are very, very stubborn and thick and potent, and there's not much emotional connection there. And I think for a lot of you guys is you want to have someone to really reach out to and really connect to. And I see that that's definitely something you're attracting, but it is definitely taking longer than what you realised. A lot of you guys could have your Saturn in your 7th house, Saturn in Libra, just a lot of like slow moving energy. Sorry, I'm trying to like fit all these cards in. So with the Saturn card, Saturn with Venus is a very long, drawn out process. It's definitely a process that takes longer than usual. Saturn is he's the old man of the zodiac. He's the old man of all the planets. So he's the one that basically tells the other planets what to do. And he's the one that basically says, if you don't take responsibility, where's it going to go, you know? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're learning some really, really deep karmic lessons at the moment. And I think the best thing for you to concentrate on is, how do I feel? Because Cancer is definitely coming in here to show you about your family and your safety. And if you're working on family issues right now, my heart goes out to you. That stuff is really, really difficult. But what I'm seeing is you're actually letting it go now, which is really, really great. And I feel like you're moving forward to some really, really abundant energy. I feel like you're learning to really release creativity into the world and really create some creativity. This star is really bugging me. I'm just going to move it. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're creating a lot of creativity. It's almost like you're letting yourself get really comfortable with being who you are. Virgo is a really lovely placement. I feel like a lot of you guys are being more drawn to holistic careers. Careers that are just more natural, more genuine, just more comfortable. So we have Leo, we have Virgo, we have Capricorn. So you could be manifesting somebody who is those signs as well. In terms of love, guys, you've been going through so much shit. Oh my God, it's not fun. But you're letting go of some really deep patterns in relationships. So don't be afraid to kind of go into them. Don't think that you're missing out, because you really aren't. I just feel like you are getting clear on the exact relationship that you really want. And don't be afraid to do things differently in connections. If you want to try something new, go for it. If you want to date that person you've been really interested in, go for it. If you want to ask that person out, go for it. It's just this need for you to like really do something different to change up your energy. I feel like a lot of you guys need to move your body as well. There's this deep stillness that you've been kind of sitting in. And if you're kind of sitting in it, you're going to ruminate and your energy is going to get really, really stuck. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could have a birthday on an occasion like Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, something like that. And for some reason that's really coming up for me. I'm not sure what that is, but I just feel like there's something around a celebration. I am picking up that within the next couple of years, you're going to have a lot more celebrations than what you have had. So I do feel like you might be attending some weddings. There's going to be a lot of birthdays you're going to be attending. There's going to be a lot more people around you, but it is going to be after this transformation. So the Leo and the Cancer is really lovely. I feel like you're going to possibly manifest a lovely Leo who's really, really empathic, or a lovely Virgo who's very empathic. I just think you've had a lot of people that are very stubborn and stuck and they just don't resonate with you anymore. So you're definitely letting go and you're forgiving the past, and with that you are restoring a lot of things that you have definitely been lacking, and there's a lot of restoration, there's a lot of reflection. But what I love about the word restoration, restoring, is you are definitely getting back what you feel like you've lost, essentially. And a lot of you guys are really going to be like growing your career. I feel like a lot of you guys are really leaning into your career and there's a lot of stability there. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are doing really well in your career, and if you're not, there is definitely going to be some improvements, but it's gonna ask you to basically be really true to yourself, which is something that's quite difficult in a career sometimes. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like you have quite a few ideas, and don't be afraid to try them in your career, but you already know what this is, and if you don't, then it will come to you naturally through intuition. Okay, let's get you some more cards and let's see what advice wants to come through. Let's give these a little bit of a shuffle here. Keep picking up on a really hot country. I'm also picking up on Canada. Yeah, a lot of you guys, this is going to be in the reverse. A lot of you guys are feeling like you want the community. Yep. And you're doing the shadow work. That's possibly why you're really feeling like you need community, because if you're doing a lot of shadow work, you're going to be feeling quite alone, and that's completely normal. Okay, we'll have a look under the deck first. Okay, so we have diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. So penguins, I feel, are quite slow creatures. I feel like when I look at them, I think they're really like kind of calm and comfortable. So what I'm seeing is everything you're doing right now is preparing you for just spreading your wings more. I feel like you're going to find people who are a lot like you, rather than obviously standing out, but you're going to find your group of people. People are going to start to gravitate towards you. For now, you're basically working on a lot of collective healing. This isn't an easy energy. It feels like a lot of you guys have been really confused. You're meeting people a lot like you, but what I'm feeling is you may have felt very much like an animal in a herd. You may have felt like you're not really seen, you're not really literally heard, you're not heard by people. And you may have felt like, even though people look like you, being other human beings, they might not be the right people for you. They may have been, I'm picking up like people have tried to be very deceitful and lie to you and try to pretend that they're your friend, and they're really, really not. Just to try and blend in with you, maybe that you have something they don't and they're jealous. I feel like there's a lot of that going on, and you're really clearing that out because you're used to the drama. You're used to having lots and lots of drama around you. You're doing a lot of shadow work and it's really, really beautiful. So if you're needing to do some shadow work, definitely go into that. You can find people who do shadow work, or you can possibly YouTube it. I'm sure there's a lot of content on that. But I see that you have to get into this darkness to get to this place here. And I'm seeing that it's not going to be for too long. I'm picking up on at least like another month, and then you're going to feel a lot more better. A lot of it is to celebrate you and how amazing you are, and be around people who really fill you up, fill up your cup. And I also feel like to go into your heart chakra is going to really help you with this energy. So if you're not too happy right now, you're not too content with your life, I feel like you just need to go out in nature more. When you're in your house a lot, it can really suck the life out of you and make you feel very isolated and confused. So going out in nature is going to really, really serve you and help you with a lot of what's going on right now. So let's get a couple more cards, and then we're going to have a look into the tarot. So let's get 3 cards. We have domination, devotion, we have principle and resistance. I'm going to move these cards away because it's really hard to put these down here. Okie dokie. So we have domination, devotion, principle, resistance. Right. A lot of you guys have had definitely suffering with authority figures, that's for sure. There's been a lot of issues with authority figures. In terms of connections, a lot of you guys have devoted yourself to people who have just literally let you down. They've literally just left you. And a lot of you guys are learning to become much more flirtatious with your energy, like much more confident with yourself. I feel like this is super positive. I feel like you're really turning around a lot of the kind of hurt you've gone through into something more positive. And it's almost like a rebellious act to be this beautiful, sacred, sexual person without kind of having to worry about what other people think of you. So we have this principle and resistance. A lot of you guys are having to really step forward into your power, and there's a little bit of resistance there because maybe you're not used to doing that. And I feel like there's definitely some energy that is shifting for you. A lot of you guys also, I'm hearing you don't have to burn yourself out to get where you want to be. Okay, so your career, if it's the right one, if it feels like it feels safe and comfortable, it won't desire more from you than what you need to do. Okay, which is what I'm feeling. It's like, stop worrying about exactly what you need to do and start just doing something. I feel like you really need to start something. Then there's a need to just really start something here. Okay, a lot of you guys, literally in divine timing, a lot of you guys need to meditate and get back into your spiritual meditation sessions. You need to really connect to your spirit guides, because I feel like there's this lack of connection here, lack of your connection with your higher self and your crown chakra. Okay, so a lot of you guys, you're going to meet someone who's really powerful, who will really make an entrance into your life. Looks like a fire sign. This is somebody who is going to not make you surrender your own self to be in this connection. It does feel like romantic, and I also feel like you're going through a gigantic death process, which is why you're literally feeling so uncomfortable. And sometimes we just have to go through that, but you just got to do anything that makes you feel comfortable. You want to eat some shitty foods, eat some shitty foods. You want to meditate, meditate. If you want to sit on your bed for 2 hours and just stare at the wall, go for it. Maybe you'll meditate in that time. But what I'm seeing is, like, a lot of you guys have so much pain towards yourself, and what I'm seeing is you've got to flip it out. You got to, instead of going internal, flip it out to outside of you. So do something external, go for a run, do some meditation, do something that just gets you out of your body, because this feels like I want these swords to be looking out instead of inwards. And that's what this girl's doing. She's like, right, I'm done, I'm surrendering, boom. All those swords suddenly turn into cups, because we have the Nine of Swords, then we have the Nine of Cups. But look at this, guys, this is so positive. Like, you're really starting something new. But it's starting with a new flame. Like, a lot of you guys are realizing something, but when you realize something, it takes a while to really get comfortable with that new thing. And make it your own. Make your life your own. Make this your own. And sometimes you have to do new things and try new things to really figure out, where am I at in this stage? And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because they're normal and they're natural, even though, especially like for myself, I'm a massive perfectionist. So if I can do it, so can you. If I can make mistakes and not feel so bad about myself, then so can you. Okay? So thank you so much for watching, guys. Private reading rates are down below. All of my crystal shop information is also down below. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So let's see what is going on for you guys. Whoa. Hi. We have the 7th house. Our relationships. This is going to be a good one. Okay, this star is really bugging me. These stars are all little connected ones. I just want to like pull them apart. Okay. All right, so we have the 7th house of partnerships. Boom. Those of you who want to know about this deck, by the way, it's called the Astro Soul deck. A lot of people want to know about it. It's called the Astro Soul deck. That's what it's called. The House of Partnerships, here is where we see the personal relationships that involve commitment or cooperation of some sort. Marriage, a spiritual union, agreements, societies, and business partnerships, bitch. Yes, queen. A lot of you guys want to get married. I mean, I'm seeing that. For a lot of you guys, it's going to be in about 2 to 3 years once you meet your partner. But most of you are going to get married. Like, I really see that. A lot of you guys really don't think you're going to get married. Like, you just see other people getting married and you're like, oh, I wish that was me. No, you're going to get your time. Your time is coming, bitch. It's coming, bitch. It's on its way, bitch. Okay. How many times can I say bitch? Bitch. All right. So we have this card. This is really showing up for me. Like, I felt like it should have said patience on there. I'm going to say it has says patience on there. I really feel like this card is reminding me of patience. So, oh, this is giving me such new vibes. There's something new on its way. Hi. Guys, you have something new coming. This is so exciting. Ooh, hi. This deck always feels so clear to me. It's like exactly what I need to see. A lot of you guys, I'm seeing like an old friend coming back from the past, like an old like fuck boyfriend, or just like an old friend. Someone's going to start messaging you and you're probably going to get back together as friends or a partnership. There's some sort of reunion that's coming. Okay, this is so interesting. So we have another house of relationships here with, well, of Venus, because Taurus rules Venus. I feel as if a lot of you guys are getting more comfortable in a career. You're starting to get really flourishing. Your career is going to pop off, bitch. It's going to be so fucking good. It's going to be so great. And you're going to start to manifest just basically what you've been wanting for a while. A lot of you guys are moving house. You're kind of worried about money. Don't worry, girl. Like, I feel like you need to just basically, I'm hearing sit it out for a while. So if you're in a career, you're not too comfortable in it, I'm just hearing stay in it for a little bit longer, because you will get the fruits of your labour. So a lot of you guys are seeing some higher perspectives in your connections. There's a lot of patience that's needed in your connections. And a lot of you guys, this could be to do with Sagittarius or Scorpio. You could be that Sag or Scorpio. But it basically is showing me that a lot of you guys are yearning for depth in your connections. You are yearning for sexual connection. You're yearning for deep connections. And you're yearning for a connection that's just very, very open. Sag is the 9th house of travel. And Scorpio is the 8th house of intimacy. So when you put those two together, they are quite different. So basically, a lot of you guys have been introduced to people in your life by yourself in the past that are just not up for it, bitch. They are just not up for any deep connection, and it's very frustrating for you. So what I'm feeling is a lot of you guys are in this state of like confusion where you're trying to develop your relationships and nothing is fucking happening. I feel as if a lot of you guys are shifting into something brand new. This is something that is so new, you can't even picture it right now. And I'm even struggling to picture it because it feels completely new. Your life is not going to be exactly the same. And it probably has felt like that for a very fucking long time. It's not going to feel like that anymore, girl. You're moving forward. I think you're going to meet someone soon, or a friend who just really helps you get out of this funk. And it's somebody most likely abroad, online, or somebody who looks foreign to your country that you're in. So it doesn't look like they're from the actual country that you're born in, okay? So say if you are born in, say like, I don't know, England for say, because I'm from England, they probably won't be like white British. They might have pale skin, but they won't have like mousy brown hair, because most people in England have mousy brown hair like naturally. But you will most likely meet somebody who really fits you. They feel so comfortable. But a lot of you guys are just having to put on your helmet and just really like protect yourself at the moment. I feel like a lot of you guys just need some rest. I feel like a lot of you guys are just fighting and fighting. Just feel the feelings that are coming up. I feel like a lot of you guys just need to just do whatever makes you feel fucking comfortable. Even if it's going into your like habits, just go into it, because I feel like you just need to support yourself as much as you can. Like, don't be afraid to just eat some crappy food, or just to like, you know, take some tablets that you need to take, you know, even if they're antidepressants, even if they're, you know, like remedies to calm you down. You know, you can get so many spiritual remedies as well. Like you can get like ashwagandha, which is really good for anxiety, going out in nature, breathing some fresh air, bitch. You need some fresh air, girl. Yeah, it feels fucking good though. It feels like a lot of you guys, what is really interesting about this trine is I feel like this is taking a long time. Basically, I feel like your life has been here. And basically, I feel like you're about here right now. So you've done all of this work, but you're about here right now. You're not really finished yet, but you're very close to it. And a lot of this is needing to go into your self-comforts. Where are you feeling more comfortable at the moment? Where does it feel more comfortable to just sit in it right now? Stop forcing yourself to get where you're going, because you don't know where you're going, okay? You don't have control over it right now. And if you just let go of the control, be like, right, bitch, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm going to do my best. That is exactly where you need to basically sit right now. I want to pull you a couple more cards on this, just see what's going on. So we have Aries. Aries has come up a lot. I feel like we have Aries and Mars like a lot in this reading today. Aries is just really getting shit done. It's all about the first house as well of self, beginnings, first impressions, identity, stuff like that. And a lot of you guys are having a massive renewal in your personality. Like, you're really seeing things clearly. Things are showing up for you and you're like, damn, bitch. The Pluto is transformation. It's Scorpio energy. So there's a lot of renewal in your personality and yourself. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, beautiful. So you're kind of in this state of confusion, and I feel like the internet is going to be your friend at the moment, which sounds really weird. But I feel like researching new things, trying new groups, or basically just looking for information is going to really help you in this time. We also have the void, of course, which is a pause in time and releasing. So if you're feeling like very stuck, that's why, because basically you're going through a massive transformation. And I feel like the transformation is like weaning itself off now. It's not really as intense as it usually is. There's a lot of mercurial energy. And if you're somebody who suffers Mercury-wise, if you're quite an anxious person, or you've dealt with anxiety, or you're Mercury ruled by like Virgo rising, even Aries rising I'm picking up, and Scorpio rising and Gemini rising, of course they're all not Mercury ruled, but I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely suffering with your mind at the moment. And what I'm feeling is to just get out in nature, do something really simple. Yes, it's your inner child. Interesting. I love that. A lot of you guys are going to have neighbours. That's so nice. Soul tribe. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm feeling. Wow. A lot of you guys are sensitive as fuck. A lot of you guys are so sensitive. Some of you guys, makeup can be a very nice thing for you to do. That can be really helpful as well. Strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. Yes, queen. That's always a really, really good one to do. Cut those cords, even if it's just cutting cords, like not as in like letting people go, but cutting cords, literally just like cutting the negative ties, can be very, very helpful. Okay. Don't take life too seriously, girl. Don't take life too seriously. It's not going to help you. So basically you're feeling like your inner child's kind of suffering. So doing things for your inner child that are just fun. Do things that are fun, that don't have to have a purpose, that don't have to have like a you know, a massive purpose. Sorry, that's like one of my hairs is on the table. I feel like some of you guys just need to not be so serious about everything, and it's safe for you to be seen as you are. Your tribe's going to attract you so naturally, and it's going to be amazing. And this is your new path, which is lovely. And I think also is when our inner child is suffering, we can get very, very serious about things. And sometimes you just got to remember this life is so random as fuck. Just be random with it. You know, do things that really serve you, that really help you, make you feel comfortable and almost vulnerable as well. Have fun. Do something fun for yourself. Treat yourself, girl. Treat your fucking self. Okay, so let's get some tarot and we'll clarify with some oracle cards. Let's see what else is coming through. I really need to shuffle these cards. Some of you guys are connected to some Pisces people, just some people who are just really like open and they don't judge you for who you are. I'm hearing you don't have to have it all together, okay? You don't have to have it all together. Okay. Okay. Knight of Swords. Moon. Lovely. Stop resisting your feelings. A lot of you guys are just resisting. Remember, your feelings are just your body saying, I want some attention. Okay? Three of Wands. Some of you guys are just really yearning for some connection, which I totally feel. Two of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups upright. A lot of you guys are coming into some new connections, but it's just taking their sweet time, and that's okay. So, a lot of you guys are going really, really deep. A lot of you guys just need to literally have some time by yourself. It's going to really heal you. Even just having 5 minutes just to sit and chill with a candle, it's going to make so much difference, honestly. And a lot of you guys are really releasing some past around friendships. You're kind of realizing who's good for you and who isn't. And you're definitely going to be reunited with an old friend. I really feel that. I keep getting that constantly. If that's something you want, of course, you choose whether you want them in your life. I'm hearing no one is forcing you. I'm hearing you're seeing polarities, and it's really awakening you to something, especially if you've got Libra in your chart. Libras need balance, but they sometimes, you know, can't get it sometimes. A lot of you guys are meeting people who are a lot like you. You might meet someone very soon who's a lot like you, especially a same-sex friend. Through career and business, you're going to meet this person. I feel like a lot of you guys are inventing something new. Don't be afraid to literally go out and try something new and make something for yourself. Like, definitely, do you want all of these? I really do. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to see what else wants to come from. I'm like, oh, I really do. And I'm like, no. Yep. A lot of you guys are going to get a lot of publicity. I think you're going to suddenly skyrocket, especially if your career's online. You're going to suddenly skyrocket, I feel, because you're suddenly getting recognised. And basically, there's a lot of big, fat, thick, masculine energy that's taking over you, and all you want is companionship. And I feel like that's something you're attracting. A lot of you guys are just really hard on yourself. Remember, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to. It just is going to take its sweet time sometimes. So we have companionship, moon in Libra, and then we have risk. Sometimes to get to the relationship you really want or the connection, sometimes it takes a bit of risk, being vulnerable. Sometimes it takes messaging these people. Sometimes it takes being vulnerable about yourself online to get people to notice you. Sometimes it's about leaning more into your career, dedicating more time to your career so you can meet new people, something like that. And I feel like a lot of you guys, your head gets in the way of a lot of stuff. There's definitely this kind of like old chatter. It's very old. It's not a new thing. It's very much something that's kind of protected you. You are allowed to be seen. And for a lot of you guys, especially my females, a lot of you guys feel very insecure about your top half. Sounds very random, but that's what I'm picking up. Don't be afraid to just basically, sounds so weird to say, but go braless. It sounds so random, but there's something about your identity where you're basically stuffing yourself down, suffering, and it's not you anymore. I'm hearing you're not allowed to be that person anymore. It's not who you are. You are here to spread your light and be authentic. And if people don't like it, they can fuck off, basically. Basically, they can fuck off. Alright, so I hope you like that message, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up if you want to. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I love you very much. Private reading rates are down below. Please message before purchasing. And I'll speak to you very soon. My crystal shop is also down below. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Very much love to you. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So let's see what we have. We have the moon. Wow, your reading is going to be so much different, I feel like, from the 3 other groups. So that's really nice. So we have emotions, instincts, receptivity, and safety, bitch. Yes, queen. This feels very, very interesting. There's something about you that a lot of people like that I think you don't realise about yourself, which is nice. Okay. I feel like I want to give you guys a self-care card because I feel like it's very moon. Ooh, that's very moony. Flow like water, bitch. Yes. Let's get a couple more. I'll get one more actually. Make a vision board. Get really kind of get really clear on what it is you want, but don't. A lot of you guys, you don't actually have to manifest through a vision board. It can just be you want to be creative, do something randomly creative for yourself. Positive affirmations. This is kind of showing you to kind of think more positively by like writing 3 things possibly you did in the day that you're really proud of yourself for. Flow like water. This is all about you guys basically just doing something fun for yourself and not to make yourself suffer. You know, you don't have to get success out of suffering as well, guys. Okay, also something that's come up, write a gratitude list, which is lovely. So it's definitely something to look into if you're interested. Doesn't have to be exactly that, but I feel like if you want to try something new that's just kind of a little bit more different than what your usual 9 to 5 kind of everyday situation is, I just feel like you need to just do a little thing for yourself, even if you're a bit resistant to it, especially if you're a fixed sign like myself. Okay, let's see. A lot of you guys are healing the relationship to do with your dad and your mother or a mother figure. There's a lot of changes there, so be aware. There's going to be some things that pop up, but you haven't got too much long to go before you heal that. Of course, it's not going to be fully healed, but you're going to get a lot more comfortable with where you stand in that connection. So, a lot of you guys are standing up for yourself. You're standing up for your emotions. You are letting people know how you feel. And a lot of you guys are leaning into a more expressive career. I think a lot of you guys are leaning into something that is so much more like you. Because you're releasing the past. You're no longer stopping yourself or self-sabotaging out of fear of not being good enough, which is great. We then have the little Harry Potter glasses here with the opposition card. This is basically showing you that a lot of you guys have kind of depended possibly on other people for advice. There's something about depending on somebody else for something. I feel like a lot of it is to do with your own personal power. If you're not kind of getting that kind of... getting like opinions from people, if you're not getting like compliments or opinions from people, it can be quite uncomfortable for you. So that's something you're learning, is to just kind of do something by yourself. You don't have to get external validation to do what it is you want to do. A lot of the stuff you're working with is around your heart chakra. This is the Astro Soul deck by by the way, for a lot of you guys, if you're interested. A lot of you guys are at the center of whatever is going on. A lot of you guys are getting it from all angles, from your relationships, from your career, from your family. It's all there and it's not comfortable, but it's because you're breaking through some really intense limits, and your limits are basically pretty strong now. You have some very strong boundaries, which is fucking great. Lots of healing, which is great. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's something about your self-expression, sense of identity. You're kind of learning to lean into play more. A lot of you guys might be doing a career to do with play. A lot of you guys could work with children. I feel like work with games. So, you know, you can kind of go to like archery classes, pottery classes, something like that. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to do those classes and get paid for it. I feel like you're going to lean more into a career that's much more fun and playful. There's a need to kind of do something that's fun and playful just randomly, so definitely do that. I'm hearing if you have a birthday soon, treat yourself. So of course this is a timeless reading, so whenever your birthday is, don't forget to treat yourself, especially even if you don't have anyone to really celebrate it with. Do something that's just kind of out your comfort zone, just to kind of get yourself more, kind of like spread your energy around a little bit more. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, I just keep seeing you like taking classes. I'm seeing you taking like a kind of like a soap making class or something. I'm picking up on like Lush, the company Lush, that make, you know, soaps and things like that. I'm seeing you taking one of those sort of classes. I just see there's like a need to like slow down and do something more hands-on, just to kind of get you a bit more grounded. Okay, so in terms of love as well, is what I'm feeling is you're basically just taking it slow at the moment. We have the card of Uranus, so there could be a random connection you randomly make. That's like, whoa, okay, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels more friendship, but it's definitely random. It's really, really random. They could like the same music that you do, so you could connect through that. But I'm seeing it's just a really random, it feels more like a friendship, and you're basically both from the same, you both like the same sort of things, and you're both coming from your hobbies and what you love. So that may be why you meet in a group or in a class. So we have strength, take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness and light to the situation. The hair has really big ears, so I feel like you're becoming, this is like being aware of something, you know, when ears like move like that, it's kind of like you're becoming more aware of something. A lot of you guys have very deep psychic abilities. A lot of you guys have very deep psyches as well, so you see things a lot that people don't see. So you're basically, remember your life is a lot different to other people, so do not compare yourself to other people. You're weaving a lot of something, you're weaving something new. So I feel like a lot of you guys need to basically just share your energy towards yourself at the moment. Healing other people will be very helpful for you, but if you are drained, you're not able to give a lot to other people, so you need to kind of give it back to yourself. You are basically, this is massive confirmation that all of your manifestations have been heard. You are getting where you're meant to be. It is coming into manifestation, and I feel like ladybugs and spiders are massive omens for you. A lot of you guys are scared of spiders or ladybugs, I don't know, but don't be afraid that this comes into your life, because it's there to tell you, like, you know, the universe has your back basically. A lot of you guys, I'm picking up just very randomly, be aware of when you're driving. Be careful with animals. I feel like if you're driving at night, there might be an animal that kind of comes in your way. So I'm not saying this to manifest it for your life. Basically, there is an animal and it might come in your way, or you might come close to an animal and you might adopt it and it might be your own animal. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm seeing you kind of like nurturing and caring for something. I feel like a lot of you guys need to take a holiday as well. You're kind of overworking yourself and you're not thinking about your welfare, like your health and your well-being. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you are going to get the positive manifestations that you desire, especially to do with yourself. Like if you've been worried about money, if you've been worried about your health, if you've been worried about your mind, you are going to get much clearer around those, okay? It's going to feel much more clear. And even if your health drastically doesn't improve, I feel like you're slowly getting more comfortable with where you're at, and it's actually helping you heal quicker, okay? A lot of you guys want to go into a caring job as well. A lot of you guys want to are being drawn more towards caring careers. Just be aware that that might not be something that is the right thing for you at the moment, because especially with all the corruption around that. So I just want to warn you guys, if that's something you want to do, just be careful of the things that go on behind the scenes, and don't be surprised if something pops up to kind of like really test you, okay? Literally. Anyway, so what I'm feeling is there's definitely some subtle, there's some subtle kind of secrets going on right now. I feel like there's a lot of stuff, and I'm picking up on like shit that you are bringing up from the surface and realizing that people around your life haven't been exactly true to who they are. And it's been very confusing for you because I feel like you're very true to who you are. And if people are lying, sometimes it can be really difficult to see, but you are seeing it really, really clearly. A lot of you guys are needing to move out, like literally desperately. You're moving out, some of you guys. A lot of you guys are being drawn to like your old self. You're coming back to your old self, which is really nice. I feel as if there's an energy to do with a partnership that's kind of been clearing itself out, especially if it could happen quite a long time ago. You're clearing it out. And I also feel like there's going to be some lovely female connections that are going to come towards you that are really going to help you heal. Six of Pentacles is really, really nice. This is all about you guys kind of just sitting, even though you're kind of in an energy where you're just a bit confused. It doesn't feel too uncomfortable. I feel like the more you do things that feel right for you, so anytime you feel really safe and comfortable, keep doing that thing, because there's a need for you to like spread your energy around. And I feel like there's a lot of you guys who are just going through some really deep stuff, and you need to just give yourself a break because you're thinking a lot. Meditation is going to really help you with that as well. You're very sensitive to the moon, so just be aware that that's going to really come up for you also. There we go. So I think a lot of your connections with family have been very intense. There's a lot of authority figures that basically just want to criticize you and tell you exactly what you want to do. A lot of you guys are going against the grain. Some of, we've all been taught we have to do this 9 to 5, go to college, do a job, basically be a robot. Of course, not everyone is, doesn't mind that. That's okay, because that's the system, but a lot of us don't. We want to go out the box. We want to do something that's for us. We're not all the same generation. Just remember, guys, this has been going on for thousands of years. We've been basically in a corrupt society for thousands of years. It's old, it's outdated, it's not for us anymore. So for a lot of you guys, you've basically been in connections with people that just felt so conventional. Like, people have been telling you like, oh, this is going to be good for you, this is going to be good. And you were just like, what? Like, you're not even listening to my needs, So some of you guys have definitely had some trouble with authority figures, people telling you what to do, and you're going against the grain now. You're leaving this behind. 10 of Cups is good, but there's like a massive realization anyway. This is what you're leaving behind. This is what you're bringing in. So it's like you've always been very empathic, but never really appreciated for it. Now you're kind of respecting yourself by possibly leaving any situation that's not right for you, especially around career or people who just are not good for you, even family, blood relations, it could be even friends. And you're basically going away from them, and you're achieving so much more because you're no longer being criticized. You're no longer being persecuted, and there's no authority figures basically telling you where and when to go and what to do. Okay, I'm going to pull you some dice as well, guys. I feel like it's something else I just want to pick up on. So a lot of you guys, like I said, have psychic abilities. A lot of you guys are very, very, very psychic. Yeah, exactly. Scorpio in the 10th house. Literally, psychic career. Basically, using your psychic abilities in your career. And we have the North Node as well. So a lot of you guys are literally meant to do a psychic career. You're meant to be intuitive in your career, and whatever that holds, whether that is a tarot reader. A lot of you guys, it doesn't have to be, but if you want it to be, it can be. But it doesn't feel right. It has to feel right. So if it doesn't sit well with you, then possibly it could be something to do with nurturing, caring, working with children, working with kids, working with helping people transform. So you could be a counsellor, you could be a shadow work investigator, I don't know what the word is, but basically your North Node in Scorpio, so your South Node is in Taurus, so your destiny is to release a lot of the conventional shit that people have put on you. That's basically what you're learning to do, and it's going against society, because society's shit anyway. Basically feeds off of people's fear and then basically gets you to pay for it with products. So if you can kind of come away from the fear and basically just be like, you know what, this feels right for me. When you find that thing that feels right for you, you'll know, because there's no fear there. There's a fear of possibly failing, but at the end of the day, you probably won't fail because it's the right thing for you. You'll just know. There's definitely this need for you to spread your wings and get out of wherever you are. And there's no need. You're not fulfilling your full purpose if you are staying stuck somewhere that's uncomfortable for you. It's not fulfilling it for other people. It's not fulfilling it for you. I'm hearing, so why are you doing it? Okay, so there's definitely a fear there, but I feel like taking your time would really help you. And I feel like leaning on people that really support you is going to really, really help. Okay, eating good food as well. I'm hearing eating a lot of veg is going to help. So have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to have a look at my private rates, all the information is down below along my crystal shop. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Much love. Bye.